In a time shrouded by the mists of forgotten ages before the first spark of civilization, vast realms thrived beneath tangled canopies, across endless plains and within the silent depths of ancient oceans. These were the unseen kingdoms, domains where every shadow concealed a story and every breath of wind carried the scent of a predator on the prowl. In these wild lands the world was ruled not by kings or empires, but by the silent, watchful eyes of creatures whose very existence shaped the fate of all life around them. Here power was measured not by words or weapons, but by the raw force of muscle, the flash of fangs, and the relentless pursuit of survival. Crowns were invisible, yet fiercely contested, bestowed only upon those who could outlast, outwit, and outfight all others. In the heart of the forest, a dire wolf-pack moved as one, their breath steaming in the cold air, each step a silent promise of unity and strength. The saber-toothed cat, muscles coiled like springs, waited in the undergrowth, every sense attuned to the faintest tremor of movement. From the crushing blackness of the abyssal sea, where monstrous jaws lurked in the cold, to the razor-edged cliffs where eagles soared and snow leopards stalked, these ultimate predators reigned supreme. In the jungle, a panther glided through shafts of green light, its paws barely making a sound on the mossy floor. Along the riverbank, a crocodile waited, motionless, its eyes just above the waterline, patient as stone. In the ocean's depths, shadows flickered as ancient sharks circled, their movements as old as time itself. They were the architects of balance, enforcing a law older than time itself. Every hunt, every chase, every silent stalk through the undergrowth was a thread in the tapestry of life, brutal, beautiful, and utterly necessary. On the savannah, a lion pride surveyed the golden grass, their eyes scanning for the faintest sign of weakness. In the forest, a wolf pack fanned out, each member knowing its role, their movements choreographed by instinct and experience. Above, an eagle circled, its shadow gliding over the land, talons ready to strike. In these kingdoms, every heartbeat was a gamble. A single misstep, a moment's hesitation, could mean the difference between life and death. The air itself seemed to vibrate with anticipation, as predator and prey danced their ancient deadly waltz. A cheetah exploded into motion, a blur of speed across the plain, while a herd froze. Every ear straining for the sound of danger. In the wild, the tension was a living thing, coiling and uncoiling with every chase. To witness these predators is to read the chronicles of the wild, etched in the mud by heavy paws, written in scars that tell of battles survived, and whispered in the hush that follows a successful hunt. The ground told stories, deep tracks pressed into the earth, bloodied paw prints fading into the undergrowth, the stillness of a clearing where only the wind and distant calls remained. These are the legends of the ultimate survivors, the silent sovereigns whose reign endures in every corner of the wild. In the first light of dawn, the silhouettes of tigers, crocodiles, and eagles stood as living testaments to the power and resilience of nature's greatest hunters. Their lives are a testament to the primal order of nature, a world where the unseen kingdoms flourish, ruled by the law of tooth and claw, and the earth itself pulses with the legacy of its true rulers. In these untouched wildernesses, herds and hunters moved in harmony, the world alive with their presence, every moment a story of survival, every day a new chapter in the saga of the wild. Here, in the absence of humankind, the ultimate predators shaped the land, the sky, and the sea, their reign eternal, their stories forever woven into the fabric of the earth. In the heart of the wilderness, far from the touch of civilization, nature's greatest battles unfold in arenas sculpted by wind, water, and the slow, patient hand of time. These are not mere backdrops, but living, breathing stages, each one a world unto itself, where every day is a relentless struggle for existence. From the tangled depths of rain-soaked jungles, where sunlight barely pierces the emerald canopy, to the frozen silence of mountain peaks, where the air is thin and every breath is a victory. Animals are locked in a ceaseless contest. Each heartbeat is a test of their will to survive, every moment a challenge to their drive to thrive. Each environment is a world of its own, presenting challenges as varied and unforgiving as the creatures who call it home. Blistering deserts stretch endlessly, their sands shifting beneath the feet of those who dare to cross. Shadowy forests conceal both danger and opportunity, every rustle in the undergrowth a potential threat. Storm-lashed coasts batter their inhabitants with wind and salt, while the tundra's icy grip tests the limits of endurance. Here only the most adaptable, the most cunning, and the most resilient can hope to endure the daily gauntlet of survival. Along the muddy banks of Africa's rivers, the Nile crocodile lies in wait, motionless as driftwood, its ancient eyes just above the surface. The air is thick with anticipation as the great herds of wildebeest gather, their hooves churning the earth into a cloud of dust. When the first wildebeest steps into the water, the river transforms from a lifeline into a crucible of chaos. The crocodile's patience is legendary, sometimes waiting hours, even days for the perfect moment. Then, in a split-second explosion of power, jaws snap from the depths, water erupts in a violent spray, and the struggle begins. Each wildebeest that enters faces a moment of pure terror, the outcome decided in a heartbeat. The river, once a promise of life, becomes a deadly gauntlet where only the swiftest and luckiest survive. Deep in the emerald shadows of the Amazon, the jaguar moves like a whisper, its rosette-spotted coat melting into the dappled light. Every step is calculated, every muscle coiled with silent intent. The jaguar's world is one of perpetual twilight, where the thick undergrowth muffles sound and sight. It stalks through the tangled vines and mossy roots, senses attuned to the faintest movement. A capybara pauses at the water's edge, unaware of the danger lurking just beyond the ferns. In a flash the jaguar strikes, its leap silent, its jaws precise. The forest barely stirs, the drama hidden beneath the green canopy, as the hunter vanishes as quickly as it appeared, leaving only the faintest trace of its passing. High above the clouds, on the razor-edged cliffs of the Himalayas, the snow leopard reigns as a ghost among the rocks. The wind howls through the valleys, carrying the scent of blue sheep across the chasms. With a single graceful leap, the snow leopard bridges gaps that would spell doom for any other creature. Its thick fur shields it from the biting cold, its wide paws gripping the icy stone. The hunt is a ballet of balance and timing. The blue sheep, nimble and wary, dart across the slopes, but the snow leopard's patience is unmatched. It stalks for hours, sometimes days, waiting for the perfect moment. When it finally strikes, it is a blur of motion, power and grace fused in a single breathtaking instant. The battle is not just against prey, but against the unforgiving elements themselves. Far from land, the open ocean stretches into infinity, a boundless blue arena where the great white shark glides with silent authority. In this three-dimensional world there are no walls, no corners, no places to hide. The shark's senses are honed to perfection, detecting the faintest tremor, the slightest scent of blood. A seal darts through the water, weaving between shafts of sunlight. The shark circles below, invisible in the blue depths, every movement calculated. In a sudden burst it rockets upward, jaws agape, the water erupting in a spray of foam and fury. The ocean's silence is shattered in an instant, and the outcome is decided in the blink of an eye. In these waters the hunt is a sudden eruption, a blur of muscle and teeth as the predator bursts from the depths. Prey must be ever vigilant, for danger can strike from any direction at any moment. The ocean's calm is deceptive, its silence hiding the constant tension between hunter and hunted. Every encounter is a test of speed, awareness, and instinct, the difference between life and death measured in milliseconds. Each arena demands its own set of skills. In the desert, keen senses and water-saving adaptations are the difference between life and death. The fennec fox, with its oversized ears, listens for the faintest rustle beneath the sand, while the addax antelope survives on dew and sparse vegetation. In the forest, camouflage and stealth are prized above all. The chameleon shifts its colors to blend with the leaves, while the owl glides silently through the night. On the tundra, brute strength and thick fur shield against the cold. The muskox forms a defensive circle, horns out as the Arctic wolf prowls the perimeter. Predator and prey alike are sculpted by their surroundings, each adaptation a testament to the challenges they face. These wild arenas are more than battlegrounds. They are crucibles where the fires of survival burn hottest. Every encounter, every chase, every narrow escape leaves its mark, forging creatures of extraordinary resilience and ingenuity. The scars of battle, the lessons of close calls are passed down through generations, each new life a little wiser, a little stronger, a little more attuned to the demands of its world. Each confrontation is a test, a duel of strength, strategy, and sheer willpower. The stakes are nothing less than life itself, and the outcome shapes not just individuals but the very future of entire species. A pride of lions faces off against a herd of buffalo, each side weighing risk and reward. A pack of wild dogs coordinates with silent precision, their unity a force multiplier. Every victory, every defeat ripples through the generations, shaping the destiny of those who survive. The wild's arenas are the ultimate shapers of destiny. Every creature that enters is changed, forged into a survivor, its lineage refined by the endless demands of its world. Generation after generation, the cycle continues, each new life more finely tuned to the challenges of its arena. The cheetah's speed, the elephant's memory, the eagle's vision, all are gifts honed by the relentless trials of their environments. In these places the ancient dance of survival never ceases. Predator and prey are bound together in a cycle as old as life itself, each evolving, each adapting, locked in a never-ending pursuit that drives the engine of evolution. The gazelle's leap grows higher, the cheetah's sprint grows faster, each pushing the other to new extremes. The balance is delicate, the stakes absolute. The hunter and the hunted face off in an epic eternal contest, a contest that defines the very essence of wild existence. Here, only the strongest, the smartest, and the most adaptable will prevail, their stories written in the dust, the snow, and the waves of the world's wildest arenas. In these untamed theatres, the drama of life and death plays out with every sunrise, every storm, every silent stalk through the shadows, and so the saga continues, unseen by human eyes, but no less magnificent for its secrecy. Deep within every predator, from the silent shadows of the forest to the windswept tundra, lies an ancient, unspoken law, an intricate primal code etched into their very being. This code is not written or taught, but woven into the fabric of their instincts, guiding every movement, every decision, every heartbeat. It is the silent drumbeat that echoes through the wild, a rhythm older than memory itself. This code is an instinctual language passed down through countless generations, shaping the very essence of survival. Watch as a mother bear leads her cubs through the undergrowth, her every step a lesson, her every pause a signal. The cubs, wide-eyed and eager, absorb these silent teachings, not through words but through the deep inheritance of instinct. This code orchestrates the hunt. See how the wolf pack moves as one, each member attuned to the others, their strategy honed by millennia of inherited wisdom. A single glance, a subtle shift in posture, and the pack fans out, encircling their quarry with silent precision. The snow muffles their steps, but the code speaks louder than any sound. The cheetah's explosive sprint is not a random burst of speed, but a calculated surge triggered by the code that tells it when to chase, when to wait, and when to strike. Muscles coil beneath spotted fur, eyes narrow, and in a heartbeat the chase begins. A ballet of power and precision. every movement dictated by the ancient script within. These lessons are not learned in the way we understand learning. They are inherited, embedded in the mind before the first breath is drawn. Young predators play at stalking and pouncing. Their games are rehearsal for the real battles to come. Each leap, each tumble is a step along the path laid out by the code. A young eagle with no teacher but the wind instinctively knows how to ride the thermals, how to scan the ground for prey, how to survive in the open sky. On a lonely cliff, an eaglet spreads its wings for the first time, feeling the invisible currents that will carry it aloft. The code whispers, leap, trust, soar. A sea turtle, moments after hatching, is compelled by an invisible force to race toward the ocean, guided by the moonlight and the code that pulses within. Tiny flippers churn the sand, dodging lurking dangers, each hatchling driven by the same ancient urge, to reach the safety of the waves, to begin the journey written in their blood. The code demands efficiency. Kill only when success is likely, conserve precious energy, and always target the weak or vulnerable. Every action is calculated, every risk weighed by instinct. A lynx waits in frozen silence, a crocodile lurks beneath the surface, both guided by the same relentless logic. Patience, precision, survival. It shapes the social fabric of the wild, dictating the hierarchy within a lion pride, the synchronized teamwork of an orca pod, and the silent communication that binds them. Wild dogs coordinate with subtle signals. Hyenas read each other's intent in a glance, each group a living testament to the code's power to unite and command. This invisible thread weaves through every predator, connecting them across continents and species, forging them into masters of their domains. From the dense rainforest to the frozen poles, the code adapts, evolves, and endures, shaping each creature to its world. The primal code is the silent architect of survival, the secret that allows these creatures to endure, adapt, and thrive in the relentless theatre of nature. It is the pulse beneath the surface, the wisdom in the wild, and the legacy that will echo long after the hunt is done. The hunt is nature's most dramatic moment, a test with no second chances. It is a primal dance, choreographed by instinct and necessity, where every movement could mean the difference between life and death. In these fleeting seconds, the world narrows to a single point of focus, and the outcome is never certain. The air is thick with tension, every heartbeat echoing the suspense that ripples through the wild. The landscape itself seems to hold its breath, as if the trees, the rocks, and the very earth are witnesses to the unfolding drama. On the vast savanna, a lioness moves with silent precision, her body low to the ground, muscles coiled like springs. Every sense is heightened, ears twitching at the faintest sound, eyes locked on her target, nostrils flaring to catch the scent of opportunity. She waits, patient and calculating, for the perfect instant to strike, knowing that a single misstep could mean hunger for her and her pride. The grass sways gently, masking her approach, while a herd grazes, unaware of the danger lurking just beyond their vision. The lioness inches forward, her tail flicking in anticipation as the wind shifts and the moment of truth draws near. The sun beats down, casting long shadows across the savanna, and insects buzz in the air, oblivious to the tension below. The lioness's breathing is slow and measured, her golden eyes never leaving the weakest member of the herd, a young gazelle distracted as it nibbles on a patch of fresh grass. The lioness's paws press softly into the earth, each step calculated to avoid the crunch of dry twigs or the rustle of brittle leaves. She is a master of patience, waiting for the precise moment when the herd's guard is down, when the wind is in her favor, and when the distance between her and her prey is just right. Suddenly the chase erupts, a blur of power and speed as predator and prey explode into motion. The gazelle bolts, its hooves barely touching the earth, zigzagging in a desperate bid for survival. The lioness unleashes her full strength, muscles rippling as she closes the gap. Dust swirls in the air. the pounding of hooves and the roar of pursuit filling the savannah. For a few heartbeats the world is reduced to this frantic race where every leap and turn could mean escape or capture. The gazelle's eyes are wide with fear, its breath ragged as it pushes its body to the limit, while the lioness's focus never wavers, her instincts guiding every stride. The herd scatters in panic, a flurry of legs and horns, but the lioness ignores the chaos, her attention fixed on her chosen target. The gazelle darts left, then right, its slender body twisting through the tall grass, but the lioness anticipates each move, adjusting her path with uncanny precision. The chase is a test of endurance and agility, a contest that will end in a single, decisive moment. In the ocean's depths, the drama unfolds differently. Orcas, the wolves of the sea, hunt with chilling intelligence. Working as a coordinated pod, they communicate and strategize, isolating a vulnerable whale calf from its mother. The water churns as the pod circles, their calls echoing through the blue. The mother whale thrashes, desperate to protect her young, but the orcas anticipate her every move, cutting her off and driving the calf away. The tension is palpable, the outcome uncertain, as the pod's teamwork is put to the ultimate test. The orcas move with synchronized grace, their black and white forms slicing through the water. One orca distracts the mother, nipping at her fins, while others close in on the calf, herding it away from safety. The calf's cries reverberate through the ocean, a haunting sound that draws the attention of distant dolphins and fish who scatter in fear. The mother whale's massive tail sends up a spray of foam as she tries to turn, but the orcas are relentless, their strategy honed by generations of practice. The hunt is a display of intelligence and cooperation, a reminder that in the wild, strength is often found in unity. These encounters are raw and unfiltered, stripped of sentiment and driven not by cruelty, but by the relentless need to survive. Each confrontation is a reminder of the harsh realities that shape life in the wild, where every animal must play its part in the eternal cycle. The eyes of predator and prey meet, each reading the other's intent, each aware that the next moment could change everything. In the forest, a pack of wolves surrounds a lone elk, their eyes glinting in the dappled light. The elk lowers its antlers, ready to defend itself, while the wolves fan out, testing for weakness. The silence is broken only by the soft crunch of leaves and the low growl of the lead wolf. In the desert, a rattlesnake coils, its tongue flicking as it senses a nervous mouse nearby. The mouse freezes, whiskers twitching as the snake's rattle fills the air with a warning. Every ecosystem has its own version of this ancient standoff, a moment where time seems to slow and the outcome hangs in the balance. For the predator, success means nourishment for herself and her young, a chance to see another sunrise. The victorious hunter returns to her den, greeted by hungry mouths and eager eyes, the spoils of the hunt ensuring the next generation's survival. For the prey, a narrow escape is a victory, granting another day of freedom and hope. The survivor melts back into the herd, heart pounding, every sense still alert, knowing that danger is never far away. Both outcomes are essential, maintaining the delicate balance that sustains the ecosystem. In the burrow, fox cubs yip with excitement as their mother brings home a meal, her fur dusted with the scent of the chase. In the trees, a bird narrowly evades a swooping hawk, its wings beating furiously as it disappears into the safety of the canopy. Each story is unique, but the lesson is the same. Survival is never guaranteed, and every victory is hard won. In these moments, the wild seems to hold its breath. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, is attuned to the drama unfolding around them. Birds fall silent, antelope freeze mid-step, and even the wind seems to pause as the rules of nature are enforced with unwavering certainty. The stakes could not be higher, and the suspense lingers long after the chase has ended. In the shadows, a family of meerkats stands upright, their eyes scanning the horizon for signs of danger. In the river, crocodiles float motionless, their eyes just above the surface, waiting for the next opportunity. The entire ecosystem is connected by these moments of tension, each animal aware that its fate can change in an instant. Here, power and desperation collide in a breathtaking display of instinct and will. The struggle is fierce, the outcome never guaranteed. Every muscle strains, every instinct is tested, as predator and prey battle for their very existence. In the tundra, a polar bear lunges at a seal, the ice cracking beneath their weight. In the rainforest, a jaguar leaps from a branch, its spotted coat blending with the dappled sunlight as it ambushes a capybara by the riverbank. Each confrontation is a testament to the adaptability and resilience of life, a reminder that the wild is both beautiful and unforgiving. The hunt defines existence for predator and prey alike, shaping their behaviors, their bodies, and their destinies. It is a moment that echoes through generations, teaching lessons of caution, courage, and adaptation. The memory of the hunt lingers in every shadow, every rustle of grass, a constant reminder of the wild's unforgiving law. Young animals watch and learn, their eyes wide as they witness the strategies and mistakes of their elders. The lessons of the hunt are passed down not in words but in actions, each generation refining the skills that will one day determine their fate. This is the essence of the wild, a world where survival is never guaranteed, and every day is a testament to the enduring spirit of life. In the endless cycle of pursuit and escape, the wild remains untamed, its stories written in the footprints and echoes of those who live by the hunt. From the highest mountain peaks to the deepest ocean trenches, the drama of the hunt plays out in countless forms, each one a vital thread in the tapestry of life. And so, the wild endures, its secrets guarded by those who know that every moment could be their last. In the wild, every predator reigns over a kingdom, an expanse of land that is both a sanctuary and a battleground. This territory is not just a random patch of earth, it is a carefully chosen domain, rich with the resources that mean the difference between life and death. Here, every tree, every stream, every hidden den is a vital part of survival. Each dawn, the rulers of these realms rise and begin their patrol, moving silently through the undergrowth or across open plains. Their senses alert to every sound and scent. They know every inch of their land, from the cool shade of ancient trees to the sunlit banks of winding rivers. Tigers, for example, are masters of stealth and secrecy. As they move through the dense jungle, they pause to leave their mark, deep, deliberate scratches on tree trunks and powerful sprays of scent. These are not random acts, but messages written in a language only other tigers can read. Each mark is a warning, a declaration. This land is claimed, and trespassers will face the consequences. The jungle is filled with these invisible boundaries, lines drawn in the shadows and the wind. But not all disputes are settled with silent warnings. Sometimes the tension at the edge of two territories erupts into open conflict. When two predators meet, their eyes lock, muscles tense, and the air crackles with anticipation. A single misstep can trigger a ferocious battle. Claws slash, teeth snap, and the ground is torn by the struggle. These confrontations are not just about land. They are about survival, about the right to hunt, to mate, to ensure that their bloodline continues. The outcome of a single fight can echo for generations, deciding which family will flourish and which will vanish into the shadows. Across the world, each species has its own rituals and displays of power. In the rushing rivers of the north, grizzly bears rear up and clash, their roars echoing over the water as they battle for the best fishing grounds. On the golden savannas, lions face off in a thunderous chorus of roars, their manes bristling as they size each other up. In the shadowy forests, wolves form tight circles, baring their teeth and bristling with tension, each pack determined to defend its home. Sometimes a show of strength is enough to send a rival retreating, but when words and warnings fail, the only answer is combat, brutal, swift, and decisive. For those who emerge victorious, the rewards are profound. The land becomes a fortress, a safe haven where their family can thrive. Cubs, pups, or kits play in the safety of tall grass or hidden dens watched over by vigilant parents. At sunrise, the rulers of these kingdoms stand on high ground, surveying their domain as golden light spills across the landscape. In these moments, they are not just defending a home. They are securing a legacy, ensuring that their young will have a future in a world filled with danger. The struggle for territory shapes every aspect of their existence. It determines how they hunt, whether they stalk alone or coordinate in packs. It influences how they interact, forging alliances and rivalries, and even drives the evolution of new behaviors. Social bonds are tested and strengthened in the fires of defense as animals learn to work together or stand alone against the challenges of their world. Over time, these pressures shape not just individuals but entire species, molding them into ever more formidable survivors. Yet for those who lose their kingdom, the world becomes a place of hardship and solitude. A lone predator, once a ruler, now wanders empty landscapes, searching for a new home. Without territory, even the strongest are left exposed, forced to scavenge at the edges, vulnerable to hunger, danger, and the cold bite of isolation. The loss of a kingdom is a heavy burden, a reminder that in the wild nothing is guaranteed. In the untamed wild, territory is everything. It is the line between abundance and starvation, between legacy and oblivion. Every day is a test, a battle to defend the kingdom from rivals and reclaim what has been lost. Here, only the boldest, the most cunning, and the most determined can truly rule. In this world, the story of survival is written not in words, but in the silent struggles and fierce defenses of those who call the wild their home. In the wild, the greatest threat to a predator is often not hunger nor the elements, but another predator. Here in the heart of untamed landscapes, ancient rivalries play out in a silent, tense ballet. Every movement is calculated, every glance a challenge. Along a shadowy riverbank, a jaguar's golden eyes lock with the steely gaze of a giant otter. Each knows the other's power, jaws that can crush bone, teamwork that can overwhelm. On the sun-baked savannah, a lion's mane bristles as a pack of hyenas encircle, their laughter echoing in the dusk. Beneath the waves, an orca and a great white shark spiral in a deadly dance, each a master of the deep. These are the true clashes of titans. In these moments, it's not just about a meal, it's about dominance, territory, and survival. A lone lioness stands her ground as hyenas close in, their numbers a living wall. Two predators circle, muscles tensed, each waiting for the other to make the first move. The air crackles with anticipation. In these epic confrontations, numbers can tip the scales, but so can intelligence and raw strength. A predator may use a clever tactic, ambushing from the shadows or using the terrain to its advantage. Others rely on sheer power, roaring to intimidate or lifting their prey in a display of might. Every battle is a test of wits and muscle. The outcome of these battles can shift the balance of power in an ecosystem, even if only for a fleeting moment. A victorious predator may claim new territory, while the defeated slinks away, ever watchful for another chance. No position is ever secure, dominance is always contested, and every animal must remain vigilant, wary of rivals lurking in the shadows. These clashes ensure that no single species rules unchecked. In the delicate balance of nature, even the mightiest can be startled, chased, or outwitted. Sometimes the hunter becomes the hunted, and the tables turn in an instant. Only the strongest, the smartest, and the most adaptable emerge victorious, standing tall as others retreat into the shadows. In this world, every day is a new battle, and the title of top predator is always up for grabs. In the wild, every heartbeat is a gamble. Life is lived on a razor's edge. One misstep, one moment of hesitation, and the cost is everything. As the first golden rays of dawn spill across the savannah, a hush falls over the land. The air is thick with anticipation. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the towering giraffe, senses the invisible line between survival and oblivion. The grass shivers in the morning breeze, hiding both predator and prey, each waiting for the other to make the first move. For prey like gazelles, vigilance is not a choice. It is a necessity. Their eyes dart, muscles coiled, every shadow a possible threat. In the cool morning a herd grazes quietly, but their ears flick at every rustle. Suddenly a distant movement, a flicker of tawny fur, sends a ripple of alarm through the group. In an instant the herd explodes into motion, hooves pounding the earth, dust swirling in the air. The chase is on, a desperate sprint for life, where only the swiftest escape. The gazelle at the back, heart hammering, pushes itself to the limit, knowing that falling behind means certain death. Predators, too, walk the knife's edge. Each hunt is a test of skill and patience, a dance with hunger. A lioness crouches low in the grass, every muscle tensed, eyes locked on her target. She inches forward, blending with the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment. But the wind shifts, carrying her scent to the herd. In a flash the gazelles scatter and the lioness lunges, only to come up empty. Failure means empty bellies, growing weakness, and the ever-present threat of rivals. Even the mightiest hunter is never far from danger, as hyenas and other predators circle, ready to steal any opportunity. For the young, the world is even more perilous. Vulnerable and inexperienced, they cling to their mothers, shielded by the herd's unity. A newborn impala, legs still wobbly, nestles close to its mother, her body a living shield. The herd forms a protective circle, eyes scanning the horizon for danger. Every day is a lesson in survival, every moment a test of their mother's instincts and the group's protection. The young learn to freeze at the slightest alarm, to blend into the dappled light, to trust the warning calls of birds and the sudden tension in the air. The land itself is unforgiving. Rocky outcrops, thorny thickets, sudden storms. A cheetah weaves through tangled brush, paws silent on the cracked earth, every step calculated to avoid injury. A herd of wildebeest picks its way across a riverbank, wary of hidden crocodiles. Here senses are honed to a razor's edge, every sound and scent a clue to danger or opportunity. Evolution is driven by this relentless struggle, shaping bodies and minds for the challenges of the wild. Small advantages, an extra burst of speed, sharper vision, greater strength can tip the balance. A cheetah's muscles coil and release in a blur, closing the gap between life and death in seconds. An antelope's wide eyes catch the faintest flicker of movement, giving it just enough time to leap away. In these fleeting moments, destinies are decided, and the future of entire lineages hangs in the balance. The wild rewards those who adapt, who blend into the landscape, who find new ways to survive. A chameleon shifts its colours to vanish among the leaves. A porcupine bristles its quills, deterring would-be attackers. Resilience is the currency of life here, and only the most resourceful endure. Every adaptation, every learned behaviour is a step towards survival in a world that never relents. This is a world of breathtaking beauty and sudden brutality. The sun dips below the horizon, the savannah glows with golden light, but shadows lengthen and new dangers emerge. A leopard slinks through the tall grass, eyes gleaming in the dusk. Every moment is charged with urgency, every movement a matter of life or death. To survive is to triumph, if only for a day. A gazelle, breathless but alive, stands atop a rise, watching the world with wary eyes. A lion, victorious after a long hunt, shares a hard-won meal with her pride. Each victory is hard-won, each escape a testament to the will to live, and every survivor carries the story of the day's struggle. On this razor's edge, life is forged, unyielding, urgent, and forever wild. The story of the savannah is written in every track, every scar, every heartbeat, a tale of resilience, adaptation, and the relentless drive to survive. The story of the wild is incomplete without the hunted. Across endless grasslands a herd of antelope grazes, their ears flicking at the faintest sound, every muscle tensed for the possibility of danger. In the shadowy undergrowth a claymation deer freezes, nostrils flaring as it senses a predator's presence, heart pounding in its chest. Prey are not passive, they innovate, adapt and drive the evolution of their predators. A gazelle, sensing the rush of a lion, explodes into motion, zigzagging with impossible agility, while a rabbit, wide-eyed, vanishes into the safety of its burrow just as a shadow passes overhead. Speed, camouflage, armor and venom are their tools for survival. A chameleon melts into the green tapestry of leaves, invisible to all but the keenest eyes. An armadillo rolls into a near-impenetrable ball as danger approaches, while a snake flashes its fangs, a warning to any who dare come close. Herds and alarm calls create collective defenses, shaping the strategies of hunters. Wildebeest gather in tight formation, their numbers a living shield against prowling predators. Meerkats stand tall, scanning the horizon, their shrill calls echoing across the plain to warn of approaching danger. Predators cull the weak, keeping populations healthy and ecosystems balanced. Lions move with silent precision, isolating the frail from the herd, while wolves work as a pack, their relentless pursuit testing the strength and speed of every deer. The legacy of the hunted is seen in every adaptation, every escape. A desperate leap, a flash of stripes, a coat bristling with spikes. Each feature tells a story of survival written over countless generations. Prey and predator are locked in an evolutionary arms race. The cheetah's explosive speed is matched only by the gazelle's nimble sprints and sharp turns. An eagle's piercing gaze tracks a rabbit, but the rabbit's quick reflexes and twisting path make every hunt a test of skill and luck. Their struggle fuels the endless cycle of life and death. As a lion and gazelle race in a dramatic loop, the outcome is never certain. Above, a vulture circles, waiting for the moment when one life ends and another begins, as new life stirs in the grass nearby. From the hunted we learn resilience and the beauty of survival. A butterfly struggles free from its cocoon, fragile wings unfurling in the morning light. A fawn, unsteady but determined, takes its first trembling steps, guided by instinct and the promise of life. Their legacy is a testament to the strength and ingenuity of life itself. Elephants form a living wall around their calves, trumpeting warnings to any who threaten them. Birds weave intricate nests, each twig and feather a shield for the next generation. In every corner of the wild, the hunted inspire awe and wonder, reminding us of the delicate balance that sustains our world. Fish move as one, a shimmering wall against the deep's dangers. Bees labor in perfect harmony, their hive a fortress of cooperation and survival. The hunted are not merely survivors. They are the architects of nature's most extraordinary stories. In the boundless wild, life is a currency traded in the open, a ceaseless exchange of energy that shapes destinies and forges legends. Every heartbeat, every breath, every fleeting moment is paid for in full. Here nothing is wasted. Every scrap of flesh, every drop of water, every ray of sun is woven into the grand economy of survival. From the tiniest beetle burrowing beneath the earth to the thunderous stampede of 1,000 hooves, each creature is both debtor and creditor in this ancient marketplace. Each meal exacts a toll, a price measured in vigilance, risk, and the ever-present shadow of death. For every predator that feasts, a prey must fall. The wild's contract is written in tooth and claw, in hunger and fulfillment, in the silent understanding that for one to thrive, another must yield. The cost is steep, and it is paid in blood, in fear, in the desperate chase and the final, breathless surrender. To survive a single day is to win a battle against the odds, a triumph of resilience and adaptation. The struggle is relentless, the stakes unyielding. Even moments of rest are hard won, earned through cunning, speed, or the sheer will to endure. Every scar tells a story, every sigh of relief is a victory song sung quietly beneath the stars. Watch the lioness as she stalks the tall grass, her muscles coiled with purpose, her eyes fixed on the future of her bloodline. Each step is a gamble, each hunt a test of skill and nerve. She risks hunger, injury, and failure, all for the hope of feeding her cubs, her legacy, her reason to fight another day. The zebra's fall is not the end, but a transformation. Its life becomes the strength of the lioness, the sustenance of scavengers, the feast of insects, and in time, the nourishment of the very soil. In this endless cycle, nothing is lost. Everything is reborn, reshaped, and returned to the living world. This struggle is the heartbeat of the earth, a rhythm that pulses through every ecosystem, from the tallest acacia to the deepest burrow. It is a dance of survival, a ballet of instinct and opportunity played out on a stage as ancient as the sun itself. For millions of years this contest has raged, unbroken and unyielding. The faces change, ancient titans give way to new challenges, but the rules remain eternal: adapt, endure, or vanish into the dust of memory. The beauty and power that captivate us are born from this crucible. The gazelle's grace, the lion's might, the unity of a herd, all are forged in adversity, shaped by the fires of competition and the necessity to survive. Predator and prey are bound together in a relentless contest, each shaping the other's fate. The chase, the escape, the confrontation, these are the moments that define existence, the crucible in which the strongest and cleverest are tempered. The wild is a tapestry of stories, each thread a life lived on the edge. The urge to protect, to provide, to persevere, these are the forces that bind every creature, from the smallest shrew to the mightiest elephant, in a shared destiny. The drive to survive and provide is universal, echoing through every den and nest. Predators are not villains, but vital players in a necessary cycle. Their actions maintain the balance, ensuring the health and renewal of the world. They are reflections of the wild's indomitable spirit, reminders of origins rooted in struggle and triumph. In their eyes we see the fire of life, the unbroken chain that stretches back to the dawn of time, the hunt, the chase, the battle for territory. These aren't mere dramas, but the very fabric of existence. Each contest, each victory and defeat weaves another thread into the endless story of life. This tapestry is rich with sacrifice and triumph, with loss and renewal. Every thread tells a tale of courage, of the price paid for another sunrise, another chance to endure. To witness these moments is to glimpse the true cost of life, to see the courage and determination that survival demands. It is a lesson in humility, a call to awe before the relentless will of the living world. The resilience required is nothing short of miraculous. Every survivor is a living testament to the will to adapt, to overcome, to rise again after every fall. This is the greatest story ever told, a saga etched in footprints across the earth, in the scars and triumphs of every creature that has ever lived. It is a testament to the wild's enduring power, a reminder that the price of life is paid anew each day in every corner of the living world, a price that shapes the destiny of all who call the wild their home. The lioness, a symbol of strength and nurturing, teaches her cubs the ways of the wild. Each lesson is a step towards independence, a preparation for the day they will face the savannah on their own. The elephant herd moves as one, a fortress of flesh and bone. The matriarch leads with wisdom, guiding her family through the perils of drought and predators. Their journey is a testament to unity and the power of collective strength. The cheetah, a marvel of speed and agility, races against time and exhaustion. Each sprint is a gamble, a test of endurance and precision. In the shade it rests, gathering strength for the next chase, the next chance at survival. High above, birds weave their nests with care, each twig a promise of safety. They feed their chicks, nurturing the next generation with patience and dedication. Their songs fill the air, a chorus of life and continuity. In the murky waters the crocodile waits, a silent sentinel of the river. Its patience is legendary, its strike swift and deadly. Each catch is a testament to its ancient lineage, a reminder of the primal forces that govern the wild. The wildebeest, driven by instinct, embark on their epic migration. They cross rivers teeming with danger. Their numbers a shield against the predators that lurk. Their journey is a cycle of life and death, a testament to the enduring spirit of survival. The hyenas, often misunderstood, play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They are the cleaners, the recyclers, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Their laughter echoes through the night, a reminder of the wild's unending cycle. The giraffes, towering sentinels of the savannah, graze on the treetops, their long necks reaching for the sky. They watch over the land, their presence a symbol of grace and vigilance. The rhinos, armored giants, charge with unstoppable force. In the mud they find solace, a moment of peace in a world of constant threat. Their strength is a testament to resilience, their presence a reminder of the wild's raw power. The leopards, masters of stealth, move with silent grace. In the trees they find refuge, their eyes ever watchful. Each hunt is a display of precision, a dance of shadows and light. The buffalo, guardians of the grasslands, defend their herd with unwavering courage. They graze in peace, their strength a bulwark against the predators that roam. Their unity is their shield, their resolve their weapon. The wild dogs, relentless hunters, move as one. Their pack is a family, their bond unbreakable. They hunt with strategy, rest with camaraderie, their lives a testament to the power of teamwork. The hippos, lords of the river, bask in the water's embrace. At sunset they emerge, their silhouettes a reminder of the wild's timeless beauty. Their presence is a symbol of the balance between land and water, a harmony that sustains life. The antelope, symbols of agility, leap with grace across the plains. They graze in peace, ever alert to the dangers that lurk. Their lives are a dance of caution and freedom, a balance of fear and joy. The vultures, custodians of the sky, circle above, their keen eyes scanning for the fallen. They descend with purpose, their feast a vital part of the cycle. They are the cleaners, the renewers, ensuring that life continues unbroken. The meerkats, vigilant sentinels, stand guard over their burrows. They work together, their community a fortress of cooperation. Each day is a testament to their unity, their survival a story of teamwork and trust. The baboons, social creatures, forage with intent, their eyes ever watchful. They groom each other, their bonds strengthened by touch. Their lives are a tapestry of interaction, a web of relationships that sustain them. The warthogs, industrious diggers, turn the earth in search of sustenance. They run with surprising speed, their tusks a formidable defence. Their lives are a blend of labour and vigilance, a balance of effort and caution. The jackals, cunning hunters, move with stealth and precision. They howl to the night, their voices a chorus of the wild. Their lives are a testament to adaptability, their survival a story of cleverness and resilience. The porcupines, armoured with quills, defend themselves with fierce determination. They forage with care, their movements deliberate. Their lives are a blend of caution and courage, a balance of defence and... In the ever-turning wheel of the wild, every encounter between predator and prey is not just a battle for survival. It is a catalyst for change, a spark that ignites the fires of evolution. Picture a silent dawn, dew clinging to blades of grass, as a lone antelope grazes, unaware of the watchful eyes hidden in the undergrowth. The predator crouches, muscles tensed, every sense attuned to the faintest movement. In that moment the world holds its breath. Over countless generations, this relentless struggle has sculpted both hunter and hunted, forging adaptations as intricate as the patterns on a butterfly's wing, as formidable as the stealth of a panther gliding through the shadows. The butterfly's colours warn of poison, a silent message to would-be predators, while the panther's paws land softly, barely disturbing the forest floor. Each pursuit, each narrow escape sends ripples through time, shaping the destiny of entire species. Imagine a time-lapse of the ages. Ancient creatures locked in their own primal contests, their forms shifting and adapting with every generation, the landscape itself changing as new strategies emerge. Consider the cheetah, its body honed by millennia of pursuit. On the golden savanna it crouches low, eyes fixed on a distant herd. The air is thick with anticipation, muscles like coiled springs, a spine built for explosive speed, nostrils flaring wide to gulp the rushing wind. Every fibre of its being is engineered for the chase, for that single breathtaking sprint that will decide its fate. Its very existence is a response to the fleet-footed antelope that dart and weave through the grasslands, their movements unpredictable, their speed a living challenge. In turn, the antelope's eyes have drifted to the sides of its head, granting a panoramic view of danger. Even as it grazes, it scans the horizon, every muscle ready to spring into action. Its legs have lengthened, sinews toughened, every heartbeat tuned to the rhythm of flight. The pounding of its heart is the drumbeat of survival, echoing across the plains. This is evolution's arms race, a ceaseless exchange of advantage and countermeasure. Predator and prey locked in a silent dialogue, each shaping the other's destiny. As the owl's silent wings slice through the night, mice below refine their senses, learning to freeze at the faintest whisper. The moonlight glimmers on the owl's feathers, its eyes unblinking, while below a single misplaced rustle could mean the difference between life and death. As the crocodile perfects its ambush beneath the mirrored surface, wildebeest herds grow more vigilant, their migrations timed to the pulse of the river's rise and fall. The water hides danger, but the herd's unity and timing are their shield. Every adaptation is a story written in DNA, a record of ancient contests played out across epochs. The double helix twists and turns, carrying the memory of every chase, every escape, every hard-won victory. Camouflage deepens, tusks sharpen, senses heighten. Some creatures vanish into their surroundings, invisible to all but the keenest eyes, while others brandish weapons grown from bone and keratin, ready for the next encounter. Some species vanish, unable to keep pace. Others flourish, their success measured in thriving generations. The bones of the lost rest beneath the earth, while the living dance on, their young a testament to adaptation's rewards. The web of life tightens, complexity blooming in response to every new challenge. Each creature, from the smallest insect to the mightiest beast, is a thread in this tapestry, their fates intertwined. Yet in this grand dance there are no winners or losers, only participants in an endless cycle of innovation and response. Predator and prey move in synchrony, their destinies forever linked. Each survival tactic breeds a new threat. Each defense inspires a new form of attack. The arms race never ceases, driving the creation of claws, armor, speed, and cunning. This dynamic tension is the engine of diversity, the force that drives the wild's unending creativity. From the lush rainforests to the arid deserts, new forms emerge, each uniquely suited to their world. From the shadowed forests to the open plains, the story of predator and prey is a saga of transformation. Every landscape tells a different chapter, every species a new verse in the epic. It is a testament to the power of necessity, to the ingenuity born of desperation. Some animals use clever tricks, mimicry, deception, teamwork to tip the scales in their favor, while others rely on brute strength or sheer endurance. Every leap, every lunge, every narrow escape writes another line in the chronicle of life. The chase is never-ending, the outcome always uncertain. The stakes, nothing less than existence itself. Here, adaptation is not an option, it is the law. Only those who change, who innovate, who rise to meet each new threat will see another sunrise, and so the dance continues, step by step, shaping the very face of the living world. Through drought and flood, ice and fire, the rhythm never falters. For millions of years and for countless ages to come, the wild will keep dancing. Predator and prey locked in their eternal embrace, writing the story of life with every heartbeat, every breath, every chase. In the grand arena of evolution, where every day is a battle for survival, Some predators have not only survived, they have thrived. Their rise to the top is not owed to sheer strength or size, but to a remarkable ability to adapt, to innovate, and to outthink their rivals at every turn. These are the masters of adaptation, the ultimate survivors in a world that never stops changing. Each of these hunters is a living masterpiece, sculpted by countless generations of trial and error. Their bodies are streamlined for efficiency, their senses sharpened to a razor's edge, and their minds tuned to the subtle rhythms of the wild. Every movement, every decision is a product of adaptation, an answer to the relentless challenges posed by their environment and their prey. Consider the orca, the undisputed monarch of the icy seas. In these frigid waters, survival demands more than brute force. The orca's journey begins beneath the frozen surface, where it glides with silent power, every muscle working in perfect harmony. Its striking black and white pattern is more than mere camouflage. It is a living signal, a visual code that allows members of the pod to recognize one another instantly, even in the shifting light of the polar seas. This coloration confuses prey and coordinates the pod's movements, a silent language spoken in the cold. Working together, orca pods display astonishing teamwork. With a series of clicks, whistles, and calls, they orchestrate complex hunts, herding schools of fish into tight balls, or knocking unsuspecting seals from their icy perches. Each member knows its role, moving with precision and purpose. But it is their intelligence that truly sets them apart. Orcas use tools, solve puzzles, and even teach their young the secrets of the hunt. They learn from experience, passing down knowledge through generations, ensuring that each new calf is better equipped for the challenges ahead. Deep within the emerald labyrinth of the rainforest, the jaguar moves like a living shadow. Its rosette-dappled coat blends seamlessly with the shifting patterns of light and leaf, rendering it nearly invisible to both prey and rival. Unlike its feline cousins, the jaguar possesses a bite of extraordinary power. With jaws strong enough to pierce the armored shells of turtles or crush the skulls of caimans, it has evolved to exploit prey that others cannot touch. This adaptation opens up a world of opportunity in a crowded ecosystem. Patience is the jaguar's greatest weapon. For hours it can remain utterly still, every muscle coiled, every sense alert. When the moment comes, it explodes into action, swift, silent, and deadly, striking with unerring accuracy. Far below the waves, the great white shark glides through the blue, a ghostly presence in the ocean's depths. Its senses are tuned to perfection, allowing it to detect the faintest signals of life in the vast dark water. Along its snout, thousands of electroreceptors glow faintly, picking up the electric fields generated by the beating hearts of hidden prey. Even in murky water where sight and sound fail, the shark's sixth sense guides it unerringly to its target. Its body, shaped like a living torpedo, is built for sudden explosive bursts of speed. When it strikes, rows of serrated teeth slice through flesh and bone, ensuring that few meals ever escape its grasp. On the sun-baked savannah, the African wild dog is a master of endurance and cooperation. These painted hunters move as one, a swirling mass of energy and intent. Each dog has a role. Some drive the herd forward, others flank the sides, while a few block every possible escape. Their strategy is fluid, shifting in response to the prey's every move. Their stamina is legendary. For miles they pursue their quarry, never slowing, never faltering. Even the swiftest antelope eventually tires, succumbing to the relentless pursuit. Throughout the hunt, their voices fill the air, yips, whines, and barks, weaving a complex web of communication. Every sound carries meaning, guiding the pack and coordinating their every move. From the frozen tundra of the Arctic to the tangled depths of the rainforest, these ultimate predators share a single vital trait: adaptability. No matter the environment, they find ways to survive, to thrive, and to dominate. With every generation, they refine their tactics, learning new tricks, inventing new strategies, and passing their hard-won knowledge to their young. Their survival is a living testament to the power of change. In the wild's endless contest, it is not the strongest or the fastest who prevail, but those who adapt with the greatest skill and creativity. Here, every day is a new challenge, every encounter a test of ingenuity. Adaptation is the ultimate weapon, a force more powerful than tooth or claw. It shapes every predator, molding them into ever more perfect hunters. And in the silent, breathless moments when predator and prey lock eyes, evolution's most cunning champions emerge, rewriting the rules of the hunt and ensuring that the story of adaptation never truly ends. Across the planet's sweeping landscapes, the environment itself becomes the silent architect of every predator's strategy. From the highest mountain peaks to the deepest ocean trenches, every corner of the wild is a stage set for survival, where the rules are written not in words but in wind, water and earth. Here the drama of life and death unfolds in endless variation, shaped by the land itself. Each terrain, with its unique challenges and opportunities, molds the hunter's approach, turning survival into a living, ever-changing puzzle. In the wild, adaptation is not a choice, it is a necessity, and every predator is a master of reading the subtle cues of its world. In the dense, tangled mangroves, where sunlight filters through a maze of roots and shadows, stealth is everything. The air is thick with humidity, and the water is a murky mirror, hiding secrets beneath its surface. Saltwater crocodiles glide beneath the murky surface, their scaly backs indistinguishable from drifting logs. They move with a patience honed by countless generations, every ripple a calculated risk, every breath a measured pause. Here, patience is a virtue. The crocodile waits, motionless, for hours, sometimes days, its eyes just above the waterline, watching for the faintest sign of movement. The water's edge blurs the boundary between hunter and hunted, and a single ripple might betray a crocodile's presence, or mask its approach until it's far too late. The silence is broken only by the distant call of birds and the soft lapping of water against roots. The labyrinth of roots offers both cover and ambush, shaping the crocodile's method: wait, watch, and strike with explosive force when the tides bring prey close. In a flash, the stillness erupts into chaos, and the cycle of patience and power begins anew. On the open tundra, the Arctic fox faces a world of endless white. The wind howls across the frozen expanse, sculpting drifts and erasing all but the most determined tracks. With little cover and prey that can vanish beneath the snow, the fox has learned to listen. Truly listen. Its world is one of sound, the faint rustle of a lemming, the distant crunch of ice, the whisper of snowflakes settling. It stands motionless, ears swiveling, attuned to the faintest scrabble of a lemming beneath the frozen crust. Every muscle is tensed, every sense sharpened by the cold and the hunger that drives it. When the moment comes, it leaps high, plunging nose first through the snow, a tactic born of necessity in a barren, wind-swept world. The fox's leap is a gamble, a burst of energy in a land where every calorie counts. In the towering kelp forests beneath the waves, the leopard seal rules with agility and cunning. Sunbeams pierce the green canopy, painting shifting patterns on the ocean floor. Here, visibility shifts with the sun and the sway of the current. The kelp moves like a living curtain, hiding both predator and prey in its embrace. The seal weaves through columns of kelp, twisting and darting in pursuit of penguins. Its body is built for speed and flexibility, a perfect match for the tangled world it calls home. It uses the tangled green to its advantage, masking its approach, ambushing from below or herding prey into narrow corridors where escape is impossible. Every hunt is a dance of shadows and light, of sudden movement and silent waiting. The underwater jungle shapes both the chase and the outcome. Here only those who can read the ever-changing maze of kelp survive. On the sun-baked savanna, the cheetah's tactics are dictated by open space and sparse cover. The horizon stretches unbroken, and the grass offers little shelter from watchful eyes. Each hunt begins with a stalk, low, measured, every muscle coiled beneath spotted skin. The cheetah moves with a grace that belies the explosive power waiting to be unleashed. The cheetah waits for the perfect alignment of wind and grass, launching its sprint only when the odds tip ever so slightly in its favor. Timing is everything. A single misstep means failure, and failure means hunger. Here, speed is the only answer, a direct response to a world with nowhere to hide. The chase is a blur, a test of endurance and precision, ending in seconds but echoing in the survival of the species. Even in the shadowed depths of the rainforest, the harpy eagle is shaped by the chaos of branches and leaves. The air is thick with the scent of earth and the calls of unseen creatures. Its wings are broad yet short, built for maneuvering through dense foliage. Every flight is a test of agility, threading the needle between trunks and vines. From a high perch it scans for monkeys or sloths, swooping in silence through a maze of green. Its talons, massive and powerful, are ready to grasp prey in a single decisive strike. The forest demands precision. One wrong move and the opportunity is lost among the tangled heights. The harpy eagle's mastery of its domain is a testament to the power of adaptation. Every predator is a reflection of its domain. Their bodies, their senses, their very instincts are shaped by the world around them, each one a living answer to the challenges of their home. The environment sculpts each tactic, each adaptation, forging hunters as diverse as the worlds they inhabit. From the icy tundra to the tangled rainforest, from the open plains to the shadowed mangroves, every predator is a masterpiece of evolution. In nature's grand design, no strategy is universal, only those that fit the land, the water, or the sky. Each habitat writes its own rules, and only those who learn them survive. Here the wild itself is the ultimate teacher, and every predator is its most attentive student. In this endless classroom, the lessons are written in tooth and claw, in silence and in speed, in patience and in power. And so the story of survival continues, shaped by the wild for as long as life endures. In the shadows of the wild, beyond the spotlight of the great predators, exist the hidden hunters, lesser known yet equally remarkable. These creatures, often shrouded in mystery, navigate their worlds with a blend of stealth and ingenuity, thriving in the niches carved out by nature's relentless hand. These stealthy beings move through their environments with a grace and precision that is nothing short of mesmerizing. Each step, each movement is calculated to avoid detection, to blend seamlessly with the surroundings. Deep within the forest floor, the trapdoor spider lurks, a master of ambush. Its home is a marvel of natural engineering, a silken tunnel capped with a camouflaged door almost indistinguishable from the forest floor. This ingenious structure is both a fortress and a trap, designed to keep the spider safe while allowing it to launch surprise attacks on unsuspecting prey. From this concealed lair, the spider waits, motionless, sensing vibrations through the delicate threads that radiate from its entrance. Each thread is a lifeline, a connection to the outside world, alerting the spider to the presence of potential prey. When an unsuspecting insect wanders too close, the trapdoor flings open with astonishing speed, and the spider strikes, pulling its victim into the dark confines below. This swift and deadly ambush is a testament to the spider's patience and precision. Here, in the quiet of its burrow, the trapdoor spider exemplifies the art of the ambush predator, where patience and precision are the keys to survival. In the arid expanse of the desert, the sidewinder rattlesnake emerges as a master of adaptation. Its unique method of locomotion, sidewinding, allows it to move swiftly across scorching sands, leaving a distinctive trail of parallel lines. This method of movement not only conserves energy but also minimizes contact with the hot ground, helping the snake avoid overheating in the harsh desert environment. By lifting parts of its body off the ground, the sidewinder can glide over the desert surface with remarkable efficiency, a true testament to its evolutionary ingenuity. When hunting, the sidewinder lies in wait, buried beneath the sand with only its eyes and nostrils exposed. This camouflage allows it to remain hidden from both predators and prey. A sudden movement triggers its ambush, striking with venomous fangs and subduing its prey in an instant. The Sidewinder's strike is a perfect blend of speed and precision, ensuring its survival in the unforgiving desert. The Sidewinder's existence is a delicate balance, each movement calculated to endure the harsh desert sun. Its ability to thrive in such a hostile environment is a testament to its remarkable adaptability. Beneath the ocean waves, the mantis shrimp reigns as a colorful yet deadly predator. With eyes that see the world in a spectrum beyond human comprehension, it detects the slightest movement with unparalleled clarity. Its eyes, capable of detecting polarized light and seeing in ultraviolet, give it a significant advantage in the vibrant and complex environment of the coral reef. The mantis shrimp's weapon of choice is a pair of powerful club-like appendages, capable of delivering one of the fastest strikes in the animal kingdom. This strike is so powerful that it can break through the shells of its prey with ease. The force generated by these appendages is immense, creating cavitation bubbles that produce shock waves, stunning or even killing prey instantly. This combination of speed and power makes the mantis shrimp a formidable hunter. In the vibrant coral reefs, the mantis shrimp's explosive hunting style is both a spectacle and a survival mechanism, a blend of beauty and brute force. Each strike is a calculated move, ensuring its place as one of the ocean's most efficient predators. High in the canopy of tropical forests, the tiny but fierce bullet ant commands respect. Known for its excruciating sting, it navigates the complex world of leaves and branches with agility and determination. The bullet ant's sting is not just for defense, it is a powerful tool for subduing prey and asserting dominance in its territory. This tiny insect's ability to deliver such a potent sting makes it a formidable force in the insect world. As it forages for food, the bullet ant leaves a trail of pheromones, guiding its colony to valuable resources. This chemical communication is vital for the survival and efficiency of the colony. In this intricate ecosystem, cooperation and communication are as vital as the ant's formidable sting. The colony works together seamlessly, each ant playing a role in the survival of the group. The hidden hunters, though often overlooked, embody the essence of survival. Their stories, woven into the fabric of their environments, reveal the extraordinary lengths to which life will go to endure. Each one, a testament to nature's boundless creativity and the unending dance of predator and prey. In the quiet corners of the wild, where shadows conceal and silence reigns, the hidden hunters continue their timeless pursuit. Their existence is a reminder that greatness often thrives in the unseen, where the delicate balance of life and death plays out in the most unexpected ways. In the hidden corners of the world, these remarkable creatures continue to thrive. Their stories are testament to the resilience and ingenuity of life itself. In the quiet corners of the wild, where shadows conceal and silence reigns, the hidden hunters continue their timeless pursuit, a reminder that greatness often thrives in the unseen. As the earth spins on its ancient axis, the tapestry of life is woven anew with every passing moment. The animal kingdom, ever restless, stands poised at the edge of perpetual transformation, where each dawn brings the promise of change and the shadow of uncertainty. In the hush before sunrise, predators and prey alike move as silent shadows across the land. The future of predation and adaptation is not a battle waged in the open, but a subtle contest unfolding in the quiet moments between darkness and light, in the breath between now and the next dawn. The wild is no static stage. It is a living laboratory where the blueprints of survival are drawn, erased, and redrawn with every generation. Here creatures are both experiment and experimenter, their bodies and instincts shaped by the relentless demands of their world. Beneath the ever-shifting sands of the desert, new hunters emerge from the dust. These are not the predators of old, but pioneers, creatures that sense the faintest tremors beneath their feet, the subtle warmth of a hidden heartbeat, and the invisible trails of chemicals left in the wake of their quarry. Among them, snakes once guided only by sight or scent now possess a new arsenal. Their bodies hum with sensitivity, able to detect the gentle pulse of electromagnetic fields radiating from the hearts of their prey. In the stillness, they become living instruments attuned to the secret rhythms of life itself. In the tangled undergrowth, a different kind of arms race unfolds. Insects and arachnids, masters of disguise, refine their camouflage to an exquisite art. Their bodies shift in hue and pattern, mimicking the ever-changing tapestry of leaves and bark. With each season, they adapt anew, vanishing into their surroundings as if by magic. Far below, in the ocean's twilight zones, the struggle for survival grows ever more intense. Here, predators are sculpted by darkness and pressure, their forms bizarre and beautiful, their senses sharpened to the faintest glimmer or vibration in the water. Bioluminescent hunters drift through the gloom, their bodies pulsing with intricate patterns of living light. These displays are more than mere lures, they are coded messages. Traps set for the unwary, a dance of illumination and shadow that draws prey ever closer. In these depths, speed and stealth are the currency of survival. Fins grow sleeker, bodies more streamlined, as predators race through the water in pursuit of fleeting shadows, their movements honed by countless generations of trial and error. Yet the prey are not defenseless, some become nearly invisible, their bodies translucent as glass, slipping through the water unseen. Others dazzle with sudden bursts of colour or unpredictable movements, confounding even the most cunning hunter. On the windswept grasslands, the ancient chase continues. Predator and prey test each other's limits, their strategies evolving with every encounter. The open plain becomes a stage for innovation, where only the most adaptable survive. Packs of canids, once bound by rigid hierarchies, now move with fluid grace. Their formations shift and flow, responding to the ebb and flow of prey populations, their unity a living, breathing thing. Their communication grows ever more subtle, a flick of an ear, a twitch of a tail, a low growl or a silent glance. Each gesture carries meaning, orchestrating complex hunts with breathtaking precision, as if the pack itself were a single, many-bodied predator. In the dense jungle canopy, the arms race intensifies. Predator and prey move in close proximity, every branch and leaf a potential hiding place or ambush point, the air thick with tension and anticipation. Birds and arboreal predators leap and glide between branches, their bodies adapted for agility and balance. Each movement is a calculated risk, a test of reflexes and perception in a world where the difference between life and death is measured in fractions of a second. Some birds develop specialized feathers, allowing them to glide in utter silence, while predators sharpen their vision to pierce the green gloom, detecting the faintest tremor of a branch or the flicker of a tail. Across every kingdom, adaptation is relentless. Bodies shift, senses sharpen, and behaviors change, each species locked in a ceaseless dance of innovation and response. Predators and prey are bound in an endless cycle, each new defense met by a sharper offense, each cunning ambush answered by a clever escape. The story repeats, but never in quite the same way. In this future, it is not the strongest who thrive, but those who can change, those who can anticipate, react, and endure the shifting tides of their world. The wild is a crucible, a place of constant motion and transformation. Here the story of predation is never finished, always being rewritten by the creatures who live it. This tale is inscribed in the language of DNA, in the silent calculations of survival, and in the fleeting electric moment when predator meets prey, each encounter a turning point in the endless saga of life. The predators of tomorrow are being forged today, their destinies forever entwined with the world around them. In every adaptation, every innovation lies a testament to the power and wonder of life's unending drive to survive and thrive, an epic without end, written by the wild itself. Beneath the quiet surface of the wild, a silent revolution stirs. In the shadows of ancient forests, the depths of oceans, and the wind-swept corners of forgotten plains, evolution's architects are hard at work, unseen, unsung, yet inexorably shaping the world to come. Here the future is not announced with thunder or spectacle, but with the whisper of genes, the flicker of a mutation, the silent triumph of a new trait, born in the crucible of survival. In the labyrinthine roots of a rainforest, a beetle hatches unlike any before it. Its shell, laced with microscopic patterns, bends light in ways that render it nearly invisible to the keenest eyes. The predators that once hunted its kind pass by unaware, nature's blueprint quietly rewritten by the hand of chance. Far out at sea in the abyssal dark, a new lineage of squid emerges. Their skin, once smooth, now bristles with photoreceptive cells, allowing them to see even the faintest glimmer of bioluminescence. Guided by this newfound sense, they navigate a world their ancestors could only imagine, each movement a testament to the ceaseless innovation of life. On the tundra, a fox's coat thickens not just in response to cold, but to the subtle signals of a changing climate. Its fur shifts in hue, blending seamlessly with the lengthening shadows of early winter, a living forecast of adaptation in motion. Each step it takes is a gamble, a choice shaped by the successes and failures of countless generations before. In the air, a moth flutters silently under the moon. Its wings, patterned with fractal designs, scatter sonar waves, baffling the bats that hunt by echo. What was once a simple chase becomes a contest of wits and senses, predator and prey locked in a technological race millions of years in the making. Even in the most desolate deserts, the architects toil. A lizard, once sluggish in the heat, now regulates its body temperature with an intricate dance of blood flow and posture, surviving where others falter. The sand itself becomes an ally, its shifting grains both shield and snare in the endless battle for survival. Across the globe, these innovations are not isolated miracles, but threads in a vast, interconnected web. Each new adaptation ripples outward, shaping not just the fate of one species, but the destiny of entire ecosystems. The architects of the unseen future work in silence, their tools invisible, their blueprints written in the code of life itself. Here, in the quiet places untouched by human hand, the future is being born. One subtle change, one brave experiment at a time. The wild is not merely surviving, it is becoming something new, something unexpected. And in this endless act of creation, every creature is both the artist and the canvas, painting a portrait of tomorrow with the strokes of adaptation. As the world turns, the architects remain, ever vigilant, ever patient, ever dreaming. Their legacy is the world itself, a living testament to the power of change and to the boundless creativity of life on Earth. In the intricate web of life, every thread hums with connection, each pulse and pause echoing outwards, forging links unseen yet unbreakable. Deep beneath the forest canopy, a fungus stretches its gossamer filaments through the soil, weaving roots and trees into a living network. Through these hidden channels, ancient pines whisper chemical warnings, sharing the news of beetle invasions or drought. Nearby, a sapling, barely more than a hopeful shoot, receives the wisdom of its elders, nutrients, signals, silent encouragement to endure. In the coral gardens of the reef, the bonds grow ever more complex. A tiny shrimp, translucent and vigilant, dances between the arms of a sea anemone. Each protects the other, their alliance a pact written in instinct and need. The anemone's stinging tentacles fend off hungry fish, while the shrimp grooms away parasites, ensuring health for both. Around them, clouds of plankton swirl in rhythmic blooms, feeding not one but multitudes, each meal a ripple in the food chain, each ripple a story of survival. High above, the twilight sky teems with life on the wing. Bats emerge in swirling columns, guided by the chorus of insect wings. Unseen, their calls bounce from leaf to leaf, mapping a world in echoes. Moths, with scales as delicate as dust, shift course in response, their paths changed by the faintest vibration. Here, predator and prey are bound in a delicate balance, a dance choreographed by millions of years where every adaptation is met with a countermove, every advantage fleeting. In the icy depths where sunlight fades to black, bioluminescent creatures flicker like fallen stars. Lanternfish gather in shimmering shoals, their lights synchronizing in silent communication. A lone predator glides near, its own lure glowing with deceptive promise, yet the shoal moves as one. Sudden, unified, impossible to isolate. The message is clear. Survival is not solitary. The unity of the group becomes its shield, a testament to the power of collective adaptation. Across every habitat, from the sweltering heart of jungles to the frozen edge of the tundra, life's echo persists. Every adaptation, every alliance, every silent exchange of energy and information weaves a pattern that sustains the world. The web is ancient but never static, constantly mended, shaped, and renewed by its countless architects. In this tapestry, each creature is a vital note in a symphony of existence, their lives entwined in a harmony older than memory. As night falls, the unseen connections hold firm. The world breathes as one, each heartbeat and flutter a reminder. In the wild, survival is never solitary. The echoes of adaptation ripple through the ages, binding all in the unending web of life. An inheritance not of individuals but of the unity that shapes tomorrow's world. Beneath the surface, where roots entwine and rivers flow unseen, the wild carries a hidden rhythm, a pulse that drives the cycles of life. Here, in the darkness of the earth, a silent drama unfolds. Blind creatures, sculpted by eons of evolution, tunnel through the soil. The earthworm, unheralded and tireless, churns the ground grain by grain, leaving behind a trail that nourishes roots and delivers air to the depths. Its movement stirs dormant seeds, coaxing new beginnings from ancient soil. Deeper still, a salamander glides through subterranean streams, its skin tasting the water for the faintest trace of prey. It is both hunter and harbinger, sensitive to changes invisible to the eye. In the world above, a sudden rain awakens a chorus of frogs, their voices echoing through moss and stone. Each croak is a signal, a promise that life will surge anew with every drop. Within the tangled roots of a mangrove, tiny crabs scuttle, sculpting tunnels that let the tides breathe. In these brackish waters, the boundaries between land and sea blur and shift. Here, oysters knit themselves to rock and root, filtering water with every pulse, purifying the currents that feed the marsh. In the heart of the savannah, termites rise as architects of the unseen. Their towers, built grain by grain, regulate temperature and moisture, creating havens for countless others, reptiles, insects, even burrowing owls. The colony's collective heartbeat pulses through the mound, a testament to the power of many acting as one. Life's pulse is not always steady. A sudden tremor, the shift of tectonic plates, sends vibrations racing through the ground. Mole rats, nearly blind, freeze and listen. Their whiskers catch the tremble, they sense change and move as one, safety found in unity. Everywhere the unseen pulse persists, binding creatures to their world and to each other. It is the breath of the forest floor, the whisper of water beneath the ice, the steady thrum of a hive deep within a tree. This is the wild's hidden heartbeat, constant, patient, enduring. As dawn's light filters through the canopy above, the pulse continues, shaping destinies in silence. Life flourishes not just above, but beneath, within, and beyond, woven by the pulse that has thrived since the world began. And so the wild endures, its secret rhythms echoing forever beneath the surface. In the world beneath, where sunlight barely whispers and roots drink deep from ancient aquifers, silence reigns, not as absence, but as a presence all its own. Here the wild composes a symphony beyond human hearing. The gentle scrape of beetle mandibles against bark, the faint ripple of a tubifex worm through silt, the near imperceptible hum of fungal filaments weaving through loam. Each note is subtle, yet essential. Within the cool, dark burrow of a velvet ant, vibrations travel farther than sound. She listens, attuned to the drumbeat of distant raindrops, the shift of a predator's weight above. Every movement is a message, a warning, or an invitation. Beneath a blanket of fallen leaves, springtails leap in silent arcs, their tiny bodies fueling the endless cycle of decay and renewal. Microscopic mites navigate a forest of decomposing wood, their passage creating pathways for air and water to flow. Deeper in the shadows, a blind cavefish glides through a silent lake, mapping its world with the faintest pressure changes. Its world is one of whispers and touch, of silent currents and the gentle sway of unseen prey. Even the stones, warmed by the slow turning of the earth, transmit their own quiet energy, guiding roots and burrowing insects through the labyrinth below. A chorus of silence binds these hidden lives together. The slow drip of mineral-rich water shapes stalactites over centuries, echoing the patience of the creatures that dwell here. Lichen colonizes bare rock, its growth measured in millimeters per year, yet its quiet persistence carves out new possibilities for life. Above, the surface world pulses and roars, but below, the silence is alive, teeming, intricate and vital. Here in the hush beneath the wild, every creature plays its part in a symphony composed not of sound but of presence, movement and touch. And so the silence endures, shaping the world in ways both profound and unseen, the quiet architect of life's resilience. In the dim corridors beneath the forest floor, a new language emerges, a dialect of shadows where every flicker and form tells a story. Here light is a rare visitor, filtering through cracks in ancient roots and fractured stone. The creatures that dwell in this gloom have become fluent in the art of darkness. A centipede, its body articulated like a living chain, glides across the underworld's tapestry. Its antennae dance through the air, mapping the contours of invisible obstacles. It senses the faintest tremor, the shift of a pebble disturbed by an unseen rival. In this world, vision fades and other senses rise to prominence. Taste, touch, and vibration become the primary tools for survival. Near a shallow pool, the ghostly outline of a salamander moves with careful deliberation. Its skin shimmers with the moisture of perpetual twilight. It pauses, head tilted, reading the silent signals written in the water's surface, the memory of a water boatman's passing, the echo of a predator's tail. Its world is one of anticipation, where movement is measured and every pause is a conversation. Fungi, too, speak in darkness. Mycelial threads reach out, intertwining with roots and stones, exchanging chemical messages in a network older than the forest itself. Through these hidden conduits, trees warn their kin of drought or share nutrients with struggling seedlings. The shadows become a medium for connection, a silent forum where survival strategies are whispered across generations. A mole tunnels through the earth, blind but far from lost. Each clawful of soil is a word in the language of shadows, every tunnel a sentence written beneath the world. The air here is cool, laced with the scent of damp humus and the promise of hidden prey. The mole's passage unsettles tiny mites, whose cascading escape is a ripple in the silent dialogue of the dark. Above, day and night exchange places in a riot of colour and sound, but below, in the realm of shadows, life persists through subtlety and suggestion. Here existence is a tapestry woven from absence as much as presence, from the spaces between as much as the things themselves. This is the language of shadows, unspoken, unseen, yet deeply understood by those who dwell within it, a language that binds the hidden world together, ensuring that even in darkness, life finds a way to communicate, adapt, and endure.